Hi everyone, and welcome back to 826 New Orleans Writing Channel. I am in a new space that has more clutter, but welcome. To remind you, my name is Miss Kelsey, and we are going to be writing fantasy stories. So, last video we read The Big Bad Bubble, and we talked about different elements of fantasy. So remember that we are using our imagination. We get to create the worlds and characters that we want to see. So even in a time like this is a time when maybe we might want to create a different world, because right now our world isn't being very kind to us. So we might want to use our imagination and think of other things. So to start, we want to just get some brainstorming down. So what does it mean to brainstorm? It means to just put all of our ideas on paper. So there's no wrong plans or ideas. So right now we really get to just have fun thinking of like a whole different world, which is really exciting to do. So I'm going to share my screen, and bear with me because I do not have a pen. We're going to have our whiteboard open. So to start, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw 4 squares. So I'm going to just draw a T. And then in the first box, I'm going to write characters. So our stories have to have characters, right? So we are going to just brainstorm a whole bunch of different characters, because right now we're not even like picking one story. We're just putting everything out on the paper. We're going to give ourselves a little structure. Then in the next box, I'm going to write setting, because it has to be somewhere, right? So our setting is where the story is placed. Then next, I am going to write problem. So what's happening in my story, right? So maybe there's an issue that needs to be solved. Remember, in our Big Bad Bubble book, what was our problem? Bubbles were attacking the monsters, but what we found out was that bubbles are actually pretty harmless, right? So we have to come up with a problem in our story. And the doesn't always have to be that bad of a thing. I know that like I've had some students that don't want there to be sad things or upset or scary things or big. We'll talk about that. So then in my other box, I'm just going to give myself other ideas. So what are some other ideas I have, right? Maybe there's just other things I'm not sure where to put. So first, characters. Let's see. I get to write some more. So for characters, so you know in the Big Bad Bubble, we had Fruitful, we had, who else did we have? Gerbert. I am going to have some different fairies, because I really want fairies to be in my story, I think. You know, I think even I'm going to be more specific. I'm going to say garden fairies. I'm looking out my window and I don't have a garden, but I do have a few plants. I have those like elephant ear plants, and I think that there might be some bug garden fairies that live there. What else? What other kind of characters do I like? Maybe I want to be in it. I'm going to put myself. Because I've always dreamed of having fairies come to me and leave me notes in the garden. I think it's important to put my mom. She might get in there. We'll see. My brother too. Let's see. We should put our names. Let's see. My mom. My mom's name is Jean. My brother's name is Devin. And my name is Kelsey. Ooh, let's see. What else should I have? You know what? I'm not sure right now. So I'm going to move to my next box. But if something comes up, I can always go back to that, right? Because I'm just doing this for myself. So next, the setting. Where is my story going to be? Where should our story be? So you know what? I'm going to do New Orleans. We might have New Orleans. That just reminded me. I have always wanted a swamp fairy. So we're going to put, oh, this is kind of weird the way that this typed. Let's see. We're going to say swamp fairy. I've always wanted to be a swamp fairy. So I'm going to put swamp fairy. And then my setting, I have New Orleans. Let's see. Maybe to be a little bit more specific, I'm going to say city park because I know that there's a lot of nature there. Where else? Ooh, I'm going to put tree land because maybe the fairies will take me to a new place. Where else would I like to go? I do love the ocean. I wonder if there's a way for me to have New Orleans and the ocean. So I'm going to say the ocean. And not only, you know, you might be thinking the beach or the sand, but I think I might want to go in the water. So the ocean. Let's also say the beach. What are some other places I like? Oh, I have a big sweet tooth. I'm gonna put the sweet land because a lot of people use Candyland. So we're gonna use the sweet land. Sweet land. Let's see. Okay. Now, problem. You know what? That one, that's kind of hard for me. Y'all, I got it. I know. All of the sugar runs out. There's no more sugar left in the world. And I somehow have to figure out sugar. All the sugar runs out, which means, what does that mean? Which means there's no more candy or sweets. And that is not going to go. It's not going to fly with me because I need my candy. Guys, I have a very big sweet tooth. Let's see, what other problem could there be? Oh, this one kind of makes me sad, but I could maybe write a story about me saving it. Is all of the plants maybe start dying in my yard, and I'm curious why, or at City Park. So all of the plants start dying, and maybe I need to learn how to grow seeds or how to grow plants, and maybe that's what I'll do in my, let's say, in my neighborhood. So those are two big problems. Let's see, what are some other ideas I have? Just big things. Maybe should there be some other characters? I'm not sure. So that's another thing when we're planning. We might come to blocks and just in general we're writing. So I'm not quite sure. You know what? I'm gonna leave that box empty for now because I just thought about the fact that I want to name the swamp fairy. Let's see. I just thought of a name, swamp fairy. Swamp fairy. What should we name it? I want to name it. I'm gonna name it Gardonia. Ooh, Miss Gardonia. Let's see. What are some other ideas I have? Oh, maybe there could be a whole group of fairies. A whole group of fairies. Let's see, what else? Oh, I have an idea. Maybe this is all going to be a dream. So maybe this is all a dream and then I'm going to wake up and there's actually going to be fairy notes outside. So maybe this is all just a dream. Ooh. Maybe I'm also going to try to grow a seed. Maybe I can write like a how to grow plants within my story. How to grow plants. So other people can learn that. Well, I think that's all I have for now. Yeah, I feel like that's all I have for now. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to also write out some different characters you have. So you might have vampires, you might have witches, you might have monsters, maybe not even, right? Or maybe you come up with a whole different thing, like the walking lamp. I'm looking at my lamp, maybe the walking lamp, right? And then, so we're going to write out just a whole bunch of characters, just anything. anything that comes to your mind. Then you're going to think of a setting, right? So sometimes our setting can be actual real places, right? So like New Orleans, or maybe our setting is Sweetland, right? So that's a land I'm going to totally get to create if I pick that in my next one, right? And then we're going to think of maybe some problems. So like, why are we writing the story? What's happening, right? Like what needs maybe some saving or maybe not, right? Maybe just friends get in an argument, right? Who knows? Then just some other ideas. So just things you might jot down. And now I wasn't able to do this because I just have a mouse, but you can draw, right? So you might not, maybe sometimes writing is hard or you don't know how to spell things, then draw it. Next time, I'm going to really try to draw. So I want you guys, if you have a piece of paper, you can easily do this. If you got our packet from 826 New Orleans, you have a sheet that says fantasy writing brainstorming, and you can just put all your ideas out. So if you guys do this, you can totally share it with us at hello. Ooh, let's see, I'm going to write it here. So you can share your writing at share to our email, which is hello@826neworleans.org, or you can DM us at 826 New Orleans. I cannot see. My screen is at 826 New. Oh, y'all. I'm still getting used to this Zoom. This does not want me to have 826 New Orleans on Instagram. So if you have an Instagram, you can DM us some of your ideas so we can see what you guys are writing about. Next time, we are going to dive deeper into our characters. So we're going to really describe our characters. We're going to think about their personalities, what they look like. We're going to do some drawing. I'm going to try. I think I might do some drawing beforehand and just show it on the screen. We'll see. So if you guys have ideas that you want to share with us, please share them to hello@826neworleans.org, or you can DM us at 826neworleans on Instagram. Thank you, and I can't wait to write with you again next week. Bye.